Yeah, right, sure. Why should you rush it right now?
We were gonna, instead of doing the last week on about about 15 or 20 minutes of film left to do the week Mickey's sleeping for. So let's just, probably Mom sits down there, Dad sits down there.
I'm gonna get my glasses on since he's got that machine going in.
Well, yeah, I wanna get some, yeah, Christina put them in there, so they're probably covered with fingerprints.
Good.
She saw the glasses case and she just put them in.
This is bad because
And you
I
want
still
to
have
measure?
sand in my eyes, I think.
How about if we do let's do an interview.
With regard to nothing outside of the dog.
Okay, we'll do an interview.
Your mom just retired. She doesn't want to go back to work.
Yeah.
Okay, have you got it ready yet? Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you tell it to which of the asking people about you and Dad. We'll do a movie. Where did you guys meet?
Where did we meet?
Where did we meet? Oh, around the sandwich.
I think in church, probably, or something like that.
In church?
Yes. That's where I saw him first, though.
Yeah, you meet in church and school.
Yeah, I see.
But church, I think, more like it.
No, at school more often because you go to
I don't
school more
remember you at
often.
school at all.
You only go to church once in a while.
Okay. Let's see. What's another good question? What was your first date?
Let's see, the first date was when I was going to university, wasn't it?
Hey, buddy.
The first date I ever had with you was when I was going to university.
So you're trying to get a history or something?
We have half an hour of TV to go.
I know, but I do think so.
Yeah, I guess that's where
Well, I think we went to
it was just something like
Sure, and
the person keeps thinking.
no, I really do. I think that like I had been at dances with that, but I think first date was when I was already in university.
Right.
I think so.
I think so too.
I know it wasn't correct. We didn't go to a dance. Dad hated dance.
I thought Dad was supposed to be a good dancer.
He's a good dancer, but he didn't like to dance.
Who were your best men and bridesmaids? Who did you have for attendance?
Well, bridesmaids were
Margaret.
Auntie Anne Kinsman and Margaret Weeder.
Weird. And Mike and Tonic and
Mike
Harry
and Tony.
Cook.
Oh yeah, Mike and Tony.
I think we had Harry Church and Mike and Tony.
Mm-hmm. Vice versa.
Is it? Harry Church was first and
No.
Mike and Tony was
Mike and
first?
Tonic was first and Harry was second.
Mm. Did you see the pictures, the wedding pictures? Of Harry and
No, I haven't seen a lot of those ones. I don't know where they've been, but I never saw the wedding pictures that we have out there on the dresser.
dances and so.
What? Are there any good interviewing questions, dear?
I'm in a position here where I can lengthen and shorten my leg.
Yeah.
I'm sitting down.
Tell Dad about your dog. No, Dad, tell Brad about your dog Buster.
Oh God, that'd take too long.
A shortened version.
That would take way too long to talk about.
What was it about? He got his foot caught in
Oh, well, that's...
a beaver trap or what?
He had so many different things happen to him. He's a tough luck dog, but he lived until he was 13 years old. So,
Well, why was he so special? Why do we hear so
well,
much
he was
about
a dog that you could almost talk to. Oh, he was a dog that did the chores for you. I don't think that there was a man that could replace him when it was chore time. You know?
But he wasn't a cattle dog, or?
Oh, he sure was. Buster,
Mm-hmm. Well, why did you?
he was quite a dog. Why did he? Died of a heart attack after playing ball with us on a hot July. Well, the third week of July, must have been around 95. And we were playing scrub like we usually do. There was,
Yeah.
I don't know who was all there. I think Peter Stafford was with us because he used to come over just to play ball, learn something. He was never a ball player to speak of. You know, he was, I don't know, as a sports man, he never fitted in. He was a little clumsy that way for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, Dad started playing baseball. How old were you? You must have been about
Which,
2 years old when you started playing baseball.
well, before we went to school, we all played ball.
See?
Because as you were
wonder
growing
why
up,
you
you
don't
know,
have heart
like,
attack.
everybody had, and then it was scrub. You learned to play every possession.
Yeah, this dog
Our dog was
played
was
field.
exceptional.
This dog
exceptional.
played field for them. Like
He
they
did
didn't have enough
everything,
kids in the
else
family.
but pitch ball.
Yeah, he would.
Any fall balls way behind the greens and where there's crops of green, and shucks, you'd hear that ball would go back maybe 100 feet back into the green. The dog would snip it right out all the time, never miss. Brings it right back to the mound, pitcher's mound, at all times.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when we're short of a shortstop, he plays shortstop.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
VJ
He'd
couldn't
pick up the
stand
ball
hearing
and
you talk
then-
about this
Yeah,
dog.
couldn't stand
But
it.
we could never get him to go ahead and play in the right place, you know, after you picked the ball up.
But could he hit?
But he would always bring it to the pitcher. So the pitcher's got to be right on the mound at all times because that's the play is going to come if there's time.
Everybody on the team wanted to be a pitcher.
Well, sure.
So Walter was a pitcher, John was a pitcher. Did Joe ever pitch?
Joe never. He
I
played
think
first base and did a little catching.
You were second baseman, weren't you, Dad?
Well, I played second in every position but first.
You
Oh,
never.
well, I played first, but I didn't like it. Catching, I caught one season and I quit that too. Because I had my joint
Dislocated.
dislocated and you just can't throw the ball after that. You can't squeeze it. The ball will go almost anywhere. Yeah, that dog was very clever.
He could run. They put things up in the hayloft and he'd run. He'd run
Well,
up.
we could to start with, if the door was open, which is usually was 90% of the time, the door to the hayloft would be open. And we'd throw the ball right into the hayloft. And naturally, the ball would go in, I don't know, maybe a yard or two. I wouldn't stop the dog from getting the ball. He would run up the ladder in the barn, sniff out the ball, bring the ball down. That started it, you know. And then after that, we started putting pegs on the wall. Wall of the barn, he had a grip because the logs were interlocked with pegs.
Yeah.
And we had no trouble. We could put up the pegs as high as the ceiling in here, and he would just take a run in there and just pull the peg out and come right down and bounce. He would bounce off, we'll say, about maybe 4 to 5 feet off the ground. He would twist himself around and bounce right back. With that peg in his mouth. He would do that continuously. We'll have to use a ladder for him at first, but I just used an ordinary, one of those horse stands, what we call carpentry use. But eventually I had to take a ladder. It was about 10-foot, 12-foot ladder. Well, these darn pegs from.
VJ can't
Yeah,
stand to hear
there
that.
was a lot of money for that dog, and There's no way. He just sat with his car and watched us play. And I gave him to jump through hoops and, shoots. But there's a lot of things that he would do if you asked him to. Such as, mostly, this is chore work. He was a chore dog. Whether it comes gathering eggs, for instance, out of a chicken coop.
The dog could gather eggs.
I'm not sure.
Really?
No problem for him.
You mean he picked the eggs?
Well, sure.
Or you eat them?
He wouldn't crack an egg. He would, what I would do, I'd get him to watch what I'm doing. I only have two hands, so instead of taking a pail and gathering them, well, there's no way that I could work it out in such a way that he could go ahead and, I suppose I could have. If I would have had a pail in there, I would carry him into a pail and then grab a pail and, there would have been no problem doing that, I'm sure. But this was mostly for curiosity, and see whether he would do it, a little trick.
Yeah.
And I'd show him where the eggs were. Okay, no problem. Okay, so I'm sitting by the old house, by the gate there, and doors of the kitchen would be closed. Because on account of flies, that's one thing, we had lots of flies out in the farm, eh? And I'd see Buster. Okay, Buster, time to pick up the eggs. He looks on, zing, and he's in the coop. And he'll grab one egg in there and bring it right up to the steps and put it right beside where I was sitting. There are lots more. Get them. He'd clean them all up, So 14, 15 of them in there. Just something to do. He didn't mind. But he was how old?
Did you sell those eggs?
He was, shucks, at that time he was only about maybe a year old.
Mm-hmm.
But the way we got that dog that was a pitiful thing. Sometimes you often wonder whether it really was worthwhile. To us it was, But whether he got penalized, where he got penalized for leaving the old man Connick's farm. This dog was, he was a small mongrel. I don't know where they got him from, but by golly, he was a very, very witty dog. And the old man Connick was trying to teach him instructions in Ukrainian only, Like he would say Sigim, Instead of Sigim, he would say Huda. I didn't even know what Huda is, And things like that. The old man would have him pasturing the cattle alongside the ditch. Because they didn't have very much pasture. They had about a dozen cows, I suppose, and the less grass was in the ditch. So naturally, the old man was supposed to be watching the cows, to make sure they stay pretty well together. But he's got this dog with him. And I would come in earlier and bring the cows home. Because we had a farm right adjoining their farm. And I'd have to water the cattle. It was creek wasn't a very big creek neither, and it was dry. Gee, it was bad back here. Anyway, we had to separate the milking cows from the regular cows that would be driven back into the pasture. This dog watched me having my problems trying to get those cattle back into the pasture, So he would follow me and he would just nip those cattle that wouldn't want to go into the farm. He was very clever. Came in there and he wouldn't bark. They wouldn't get in. He'd just come in there and just snip them, you know. And the cattle would just take off and went back in where they belonged. And this carried on for about a week or so. He would help me out, you know. I pretended, now you stay back now.
You're not my dog.
You better not come along with me, you know, because he wanted to play.
Yeah.
Especially Walter and I were, both of us coming to get the cattle. We'd always have a ball of swing balls on.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all he needed to see us with the ball,
Having fun.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a whole time to get that dog to stay back at old man College's place. But this dog, he went as far as the crossing one time. That's almost, it's over half a mile. And that's as far as he went. And I said, no, you gotta go back. So away he goes, stays, waits in the morning till night, you know. He said he was always by that gate, morning till night. Of course, the old man would take him out to the road for pasturing his cattle in the morning, you know. And then when he's waiting for me to or Walter to water the cattle and separate them and get the other half a dozen home for milking. Anyway, this dog was bold enough one time, he came right down to our place. That was in the evening. I stayed over. But in the meantime, he already learned his baseball with us that evening. Boy, I'm telling you, he caught a lot of balls. We just put the heck out of him.
Never had a dog to keep.
And, gee, the old lady came in the next day, you know, and she was mad in hell. And my mother tried to explain, well, you know, I said, boy, that's a little dog, a young pup. How can you keep a young pup away from young boys? She says, can I make some kind of a deal with you? And she told him she'd give her, I think, a dozen turkey eggs and one turkey, a hen, for the dog. But this was only after
You already have it.
we tried to keep we give them a fair shake as far as trying to get that dog to stay at the cottage, because a couple or three times we had to almost take him back to the farm, you know, in the evenings, because we're a little afraid that he might do something, you know, to the dog, such as he could kill him. Well, he didn't do that bad, but what he did, he got that dog and he castrated him that night and cut off his tail. And that same night the dog came home, you know, all bloody and whatnot from high. Terrible sight for all of us. So, the next morning, that was the next morning after that, where the old lady came in and they made a deal on that dog. Because your mom didn't want to see his dog go back in there after what they did to him. From then on, this dog, well, he lived pretty good at home as far as that goes, but he was just putting on weight too. But going back to chasing cattle to by Kaminsky's already, that straight east, about 2 miles, mile and a half.
Straight west.
Yeah, straight west from our place. And did I say east?
I just know where Kaminsky's live.
Yeah. Anyway, the dog he would chase cattle. The big thing is that you want to have the cattle into the pasture. Otherwise, once they get out on the sides, well, they don't want to get back onto the road, you know. Whereas the dog, he would keep them in line all the way through until I get them all the way down, open the gate, into the farm, the pasture, and then close the gate and send the dog home. The dog would go home. And then in the evening, he was waiting at the gate for me.
To open, to send
Yeah.
the cattle home.
He would, that's about almost a mile and a half. Yeah, it's a mile and a half.
How old were you then?
I suppose I was, let's see now, I must have been about
12, 13?
9, 10 years old or most. No, wouldn't be 10. What am I thinking of? You asked me how old I was when the dog died. That might be closer than I can look back.
How old were you?
How old was it? Between.
The whole
When I
thing.
say that he was there, he was with us for 12 years. If he was there 12 years, golly, you know,
You must
when
have
we
been-
got him, we must have got him pretty young. I couldn't have been more than 5 years old.
maybe 7 or 8.
No, but
Because
this is, you know, I got him before I went to school.
yeah, but he was gone.
Or didn't, no, I was going to school at that time. So there was something wrong with my figuring.
Okay, but he was dead by the time you went eastward.
Oh, yeah, he was dead long before that. 17.
That's not in it.
Yeah, I'd say I was about, when he died, well, he was 12 years old. That's what we remembered, anyway. Must have been around 17 years old then. That time.
But that's the same dog that caught his foot in the trap.
Yeah, that's the same one. Yeah,
What kind of trap was that? Was that a muskrat or what?
no, that was a badger trap that was reinforced with a double spring on there. A neighbor used to trap coyotes. So it was a dead horse, he would tie the trap, badger trap, to the horse's leg and put some bait in there so make darn sure the dog would fall in somehow. But not the dog, but the coyote. It was a badger trap, but it was set for coyotes because it was coyotes that were coming around.
Taking chickens and that
Yeah.
kind of stuff.
And getting all they were the scavengers. But we lost this dog for some time over the weekend. I think it was all I mentioned the 8th. I know that I found him on Saturday, but I think he was gone Thursday or maybe Wednesday. Could have been Wednesday, all of Thursday, all of Friday, and then Saturday morning about 10 o'clock I jumped on the horse and I said, I'm going to go after him, try and find him. And I took off with a hunch that he would be out on the south side of the track in the home because I could, some of those evenings I heard howls. Well, it was the coyotes. I knew that the coyotes were in there. They were the ones that were howling a lot. You know, I kind of got the dog and the coyotes put together thinking that maybe it's, he could be with their company somehow. You've gotten it wrong. Because we had 2 other mongrels who were no good to nobody. And they're the ones that brought Buster with them. You know, so Buster was Gone for almost 3 days, that's right. Gone for almost 3 days. And these other dogs would come home.
Yeah.
But not Buster. So all this year, I put together that if these dogs were out and the coyotes around, there'd have to be something. Where would this dog be? Would he be poisoned? I was out to definitely to find him. And within an hour, I went to that Celtics farm on the south side, and I started calling Buster's name, and he just howled back. He didn't bark, just howled back, and you betcha. And I finally got to him, and he was so doggone happy to see me, but you can imagine his leg is frozen, his paws were frozen to the trap.
Just numb.
Well, numb, completely frozen. He wouldn't feel anything. And so, at any rate, I tried to get the trap off, but shucks, I didn't have enough power to open that trap and get his. I could do it partly. See, I got the jaws. See, they were closed like so, eh? And then I got those jaws to open about so. And then I would say, Buster, out. And he didn't feel anything. And I had to figure out how the hell am I going to do it. So finally, I had to use two hands, one on one side of the trap, on the springs, and I held that one down with this other one. This would be the other side of the spring. So I got it like so, and I got my head underneath his jaw, and I pushed him up, and it opened up enough that finally. Oh, it took me a good half an hour before I could do it, because I tried it that half a dozen different times, to open the trap, and I just couldn't. At least I knew where the dog was. He wasn't going to die then. And the thing is, I was wondering why I couldn't take the wire off of that. He had that darn heavy steel wire from the railroad, and I could never untangle it. There's no
This chapter to reinforce the trap. Yeah.
But no, that one was the one holding on to the dog, to the horse's leg.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't have an axe, or I didn't have an axe or something. But anyway, after a few more tries like that, Wester realized that I wanted him out of there. Because, there was nothing else I could do. Just coax him out. Finally, he figured it out all right. But between me and the head, and the dog's head, and I got him pushed out far enough that the leg went out. And it snapped back on, and good. So, after I got the dog out, yeah, but how? I brought the trap, so I must have got the trap out after. After I got the dog out, I must have taken the trap, because I had the trap with me when I came home.
So if you were on horseback, how'd you bring the dog?
Well, it was horseback riding, well, there was nothing to hold the dog on. But what I was trying to think of was that trap. How, why I couldn't have thought of just to take the trap and the dog and the head with the rest of it,
Yeah, but
leave
then-
the horse. But you understand, I came home with the trap.
With a
But
trap and a dead horse.
how come I fought all that time trying to get that trap?
Maybe you went back and got the trap.
It's possible, because I can't remember no other way that I could get that.
The dog and the trap.
Yeah, I must have come home. Yeah, and went back to the trap. This time I didn't take the horse, and I would have walked straight across because it was only about a mile over.
Yeah.
But you see, some of those things I can't put
So was that a
negative.
Was that a collie? Was it Buster a collie?
He was a golden lab with a small one. And he had a chest like so, like a bulldog. Yeah, it was a great dog. Then when we were out, Dad and Mike were on the binder. Yeah, and I was stooping. I guess, who else was with me? Yeah, because Peter and the others were on the other farm, and I was stooping behind these here two binders. Well, what had happened is the dog came where out. He was always catching mice around wherever I go. Golden brown color, the dog, the mice can't see him.
Yeah.
But anyway, what had happened, poor dog, he was so busy catching mice that the binder that Dad was driving got the dog caught in the knife. That was the other foot. Oh, let's see now, which one was that now? See, this one was from the badger trap. And this is the one that was caught by the knife, and the artery was cut badly. And unfortunately, I left a darn one of his fingers, the last one. I should have lopped it off because it was just a skin hanging on it anyway.
Fingers or toes?
Just the one finger in here that should have been lopped off. Would have healed much faster too. This way it was always bothering him. It was dropping blood.
Do dogs have fingers?
Well,
Buster.
toes, whatever you call it.
Buster did. Then
Yeah.
Dad went to East Glen to take grade 11 and 12, I think, didn't you? No.
Eh?
You went to East Glen to take 11 and 12, or grade 12, or grade 13?
East Glen. No, not Eastwood they call it.
Eastwood. Oh, why did I say East Glen? Is there
Uh,
another
Yeah,
Vancouver?
it's East Glen now.
Oh.
Yes. You listen to Grandpa talk about the dog? Someday we'll get you a dog. Yeah. Someday we'll get you a little dog.
Yeah.
He'll be your best buddy. We'll teach it some things. You wave together?
Yeah. I might bite you. I could bite you.
Can you smile at Daddy?
Where's Daddy? Over there.
Way over there.
Hey, little boy.
Can you wave bye-bye?
Is that Daddy over there? Yeah.
This is.
Oh, no. This is Grandpa. You're wearing your glasses. I like those.